little bit.
Oh god, that's bright.
That's what she said.
You look less
Why?
mysterious now.
Why would she say that?
Hi.
Do you have a light bulb in your dick?
It's just.
Do you have a light
It's
bulb
like-
in your dick?
It's like an anglerfish.
It's like an
You attract the light.
Cole, is that the new sea monster we have to fight? Anglerfish.
No, that's
No,
just like a fucking
no,
glow
no.
stick. You
Anglerfish
crack
dick?
it and your
Dick.
dick starts glowing.
I will walk
Not
home.
angler dick.
Angler dick. We're gonna need a bigger dick.
Dick.
I will
It's like-
walk
it's
home.
like a fucking
I don't want to
Sharknado
be here
movie.
anymore.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Dungeons and Destinies. Before I continue, I would like to ask all my players to say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
So I have a couple disclaimers before we begin. Firstly, Aaron, the player for Daenerys, me, and Zoe, the player for Rue, are all currently not within our usual setups. So our audio might be on a bit on the worse side. Apologies for that. We just moved challenge, and we're starting a new chapter in our lives. It's very, very exciting. Secondly,
Oh, I'm not, but they are.
well, nah, you will be pretty soon. You will be.
Well,
pretty
sure, but like, yeah.
Secondly, all of the music and ambience you're going to hear in tonight's episode was made by the wonderful Michael Gelfi. Check him out on YouTube and Spotify, along with his partner Philip Melvin. That's MichaelGhelfi. Check them out. They are great composers and fantastic and do epic stuff. Next, all the character art you see on screen is made by the wonderful Alice, the player for Magnus. Chances are you're checking this out from her channels, either Twitch or YouTube, so make sure to give those a follow because she's hilarious and good at what she does. Also, all the maps and tables you see on screen are made by me using free assets such as FA mapmaking and like just random PNGs. FA mapmaking stands for Forgotten Adventures. They're great. They have a ton of free assets for making tabletop roleplay maps, so check them out and pay them money. Because you can pay them money and get even more cool things. Lastly, we have a TikTok. Check out Dungeon and Destinies. That's DungeonAndDestinies on TikTok, and give us a follow. We have a bunch of content on there, I believe. I haven't seen it in a while. So yeah, would anyone else like to say anything before we begin?
Hopefully
Shout
we're
out
not
to my-
shadow banned.
Shout out to my roommate for doing the TikTok.
Yeah, new roommate.
Yes, there's a homie. Jester.
Is
Love it.
awesome.
Jester. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, welcome back to the rat-infested world of Aracretia. Last we left off, the Band of the Wild Storm was continuing on their venture from Live Liqueur, the statetum, to the other statetum of Solili on their pathway to get to the Akala, the meeting of the 7 states in the Empire. On their way there, they met 4 crew members of the ship the Whipsnap, as they're accompanied with Isabella Califax, the matron guard of the capital city of Live Liqueur, Alethor, along with the King Oslo Basilius, and his daughter. Shut the fuck up, phone. You don't know anything. And his daughter, Kelsey Basilius. As they were sailing, some things went wrong, and the captain of the Whipsnap, Captain Arakiba Mather, tried to kill Bo, the rootin' tootin' shootin' cowboy from Solili. From there, they followed the bloody, dripping, kind of like knife prints leading into the dry storage of the ship, and found that Captain Arakiba was dead and mauled by a giant rat, which I, as the DM, aptly named Ratma, the Queen of the Infestation, and they began to fight. Unfortunately, I didn't do the encounter correctly, so the party disposed of Ratma rather quickly. However, she ended up destroying a large amount of their rations. But, thinking very quickly early on, as things were going on with Bo, Rue had managed to actually summon and create food and water for the next 30 days. Therefore, preventing any calamities or things that might have happened without the rations they had on hand. And after the fight was over, the party tended to themselves and to whoever was wounded. Magnus went down a couple times. Oslo was there and he went to sleep because he was very tired. And Rue went back above deck to inform the crew of the situation below deck. Telling them, frankly, telling Minoff Cordstand, the first mate turned captain now, hey, the captain's dead. And that is where we left off. So, Rue, you stand above deck. It's pretty early in the morning right now. Probably about 3 or 4 in the morning, as when this all went down, you were awoken. Well, you were actually stargazing, considering the fact that you don't really need to sleep. You just need to meditate for those 4 hours, as you're an elf. So, you stand above deck as the kind of 3 arms of the galaxy spiral above you, the moon high in the sky, as you look, kind of giving your lame little thumbs up to Minoff as Friedel kind of like is still kind of over the railing of the ship, throwing up from your disgusting coat. And that is where we left off. So, you are all free to do as you wish.
Nasty ass coat.
Yes, you got the nasty ass coat off of Captain Arakiva.
Oh my god, I love
not
my
the
nasty
butt
ass
shit
coat.
coat. Oh no.
Oh my god, I love this coat. I forgot to add it to my inventory.
Magnus, you are currently below deck. Bo, you are, I believe, below deck as well. Is there anything you all would like to do while you're here?
I think.
Oh, is
In the
going to
final
go.
leg of the trip.
Is it still nighttime? Like, is it still
Yes,
the
it
night that
is-
we fought?
It is still the night that you fought, yes.
Bo is just gonna be like, I am not sleeping alone tonight, so I am going to sleep on the deck. And he just grabs a blanket from his bed and just walks up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your blanket is gonna get pretty wet. Are you sure you want to do that?
Never mind, I'm not doing that. Lothric, where's your room?
We don't.
You all share a common room. It's
We
just they
don't-
were all asleep when you were stabbed. And you were stabbed in the lung, therefore you weren't able to really make a lot of noise.
Shit. I have no way to be any more safe than I already was.
Yeah, you're just. Magnus at this point has like crawled into his hammock and is just like just come on, come on.
You're offering to spoon me?
Yeah, I'm so fucking tired. Just get in.
I'll just sleep next to your bed. It's fine.
Okay.
And he
Get
and I'm
fucked.
not, and I kid you not, just fall down like a sack of potatoes. Like he ragdolls like a Gmod model.
He's- Magnus is just gonna.
Just good night.
Are you dead?
I wish I was.
Okay, I'm going back to bed. Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Daenerys, you were sleeping at kind of like
Sneeping.
the top perch. You were sneeping at
Sneeping.
the top perch of the Whipsnap's main mast. Would you like to continue sneeping there?
Yeah, or maybe she'll go to a different one.
Okay. There are 2 masts on this ship. This is a pretty quick schooner. It's a 2-mast ship. The second one isn't nearly as comfortable. It's kind of its rigging is different. In the most basic terms, it has like a triangular sail, which makes it a lot harder to sleep in for you.
Then she'll go ahead and do the one she was already sleeping on.
Okay. Austin,
Nice.
Why you,
Mason
what
jar
are
life.
you rubbing your chest for?
Mhm.
Indigestion.
Okay.
It's like caught
Yes,
right here, and I got a bunch of gas.
Okay.
Shit for eating Dairy
So-
Queen.
Lothric.
Oh, that's
you
what I get
are-
for eating like sideways.
You're still in the dry storage with the body of Ratma kind of just sitting there slowly, very slowly beginning to decay, and you watch as the other rats that she was like kind of summoning and almost controlling kind of begin to crawl out of the floorboards as they begin to start tearing chunks off of her body and eating it.
Oh.
Ew.
Ew.
So
I'm so
where
glad you
is
did that.
like the rest of the food? Is that nearby? Because if so,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move it
Yes.
to a cleaner location
You
so
can
it doesn't
move it
get
up
contaminated.
Yeah, you can move it up to the rooms you're sleeping in. It'll take you a couple hours, and you might not get a full rest.
I'm okay with that. I'm gonna do what's best for the party and start moving all the food
Okay.
to a better
alright.
location.
It's
So it
just
takes
fucking...
you about 4 hours to do that.
It's just fucking
Yeah?
Bo and Magnus sleeping, passed out. Like, I imagine it just like Bo underneath Magnus, Magnus in his hammock, and then just Lothar just across the common room,
Great.
and they're both just like dead.
Or
It's like that college sleep that you get only like once a week.
Yeah, you're like dreaming of like wood being shaved and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Rue, you stand in front of the half orc Minoff court stand as he kind of like, in his very flowy clothing, takes the wheel after telling Friedel, I believe, to go inform the king later on of what happened. Friedel is going to go take a break for the night as they kind of saunter down the stairs, still kind of like wiping the leftover vomit from their mouth. Is there anything you would like to say to Minoff?
After just kind of putting down the thumbs up, I'm just gonna kind of be like, well, I'll just leave you to that information. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna, go. Have a good night. I'm just gonna go downstairs, like to my own hammock to go like meditate for the night.
Okay. He just kind of like nods and says, "Have a good night."
Cool.
All right. So everybody but Lothric can take a long rest. Lothric,
Oh,
you
yes,
can choose
please.
to sleep during the day. And while that's happening, I would like somebody to roll one final d20 for me.
I would do it.
Nobody let me do it.
I'm doing it. It's me. I'm doing it.
Ugh.
Get bent.
Oh,
No!
no, you trust me.
No, if it's it's not like a higher roll does good. This is just a random encounter table.
True.
It's
Oh,
not like nat
oh.
20 stuff. Nat 20 could be
Because
like
I
the
got
shittiest.
I got a natural 20.
Yeah, nat 20 could mean like the shittiest thing
Who's-
for our
who's
entire
doing it?
group. I say
Is it
Alice.
Alice?
Alice did it first.
Alice, are you doing it?
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4?
I rolled a 4.
Okay. So, Lothric, do you choose to sleep during the day?
I do.
Okay. So, Lothric, you may take a long rest after this thing is over.
Sweet.
The rest of you,
No,
as
no.
you're sailing, Rue, you kind of wake up first as usual. Probably Bo next, Daenerys, and then eventually Magnus.
Yeah.
The crew, you hear on the wind as Minoff kind of shouts an order that you don't understand. And you watch as Friedel and Whitby, the kind of scrawny kid and the glorious half-elf, begin kind of like rushing around the deck and start pulling strings, and then Whitby like stop in front of you, Magnus, as you're kind of like out on the deck, kind of just spacing out, and he's like, sorry, Magnus, there's a storm coming.
Right, where do you need
we've
me?
been ordered to batten the hatches. If you could, and then he
Yep.
takes off again and
Gonna-
starts tying. And almost immediately upon you, this dark rolling thundercloud, as the wind begins to pick up and the seas underneath you begin to roil as they. We are going to change the music. Give me a second. So as the water beneath you begins to kind of splash and get more and more intense, the skies above you begin to as flashes of lightning kind of light up the day that is now being blocked by the massive cloud above you. I would like everybody who's not Lothric to go ahead and make a strength or dexterity check with proficiency, because you are all proficient in water view.
Strength or strength and?
Strength or dexterity, your choice.
Is this
Okay,
anything
that's
like?
right. Minor.
Sorry. Is this anything like our time at the War Wastes, or no?
Yes, this is. I mean, it's way less intense. But
Yeah.
through the trial by fire that you had, this is very like. This is. You know what's going on.
Cole, you said to add our proficiency?
Add your proficiency modifier, yes.
Okay, would you like my answer?
Yes, please.
25.
25. God damn. Alright. Magnus, what'd you get?
Sorry, I'm really stupid. 17.
17? Okay. Daenerys, what did you get?
An 18.
An 18. Alright. And Rue, what did you get?
I had a nat 20 with everything added to it, makes it a 26.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. Alright. So, what are you all doing in specific to help your ship get through this storm?
Lifelines. I'm doing lifelines.
Okay, so you're like tying people or tying...
Yeah. I'm tying,
you're
like...
tying people to the mast and stuff as the wind begins to...
It's
rip
just like,
past
shit, stay
Yeah,
still. And
handing
goes to
people
the other
ropes
person.
and shit.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Magnus, what are you doing?
I am going to tie down loose things, like any extra crates or anything,
Okay.
and then make sure that it's
So
all secure.
Very hurriedly go around kicking like crates and boxes, even the stuff that Lothric moved downstairs, as you kind of wrap them up in different ropes and chains as the waves beneath you begin to rock the boat very, very almost hectically. It's like the War Waste, but worse. This sea is much more alive, much more powerful as the ship gets knocked into the air and back down into the water as you splash. Daenerys, what are you doing?
I'm going to tie up my wings first of all, and then
Okay.
I'll I'll help close up stuff like the doors down to the other levels.
Okay, you start to batten down the hatches down below as Whitby joins you. Your roll isn't amazing, but with Whitby joining you, you manage to close all of them just in time for the waves to begin to pound the sides of the ship. The sound of it, the rain pouring down, begins to drone out almost every thought that you can think of. Rue, finally, what are you doing?
I am helping tie the mast up.
Okay. So as you're kind of like beginning to tie around the mast, kind of trying to keep the sails from lowering once again, in front of you as this cloud above you thunders, another flash, and then as a bolt of lightning hits the main mast in front of you, and you are blasted backwards. You're going to take
Oh fuck!
6 points of lightning damage as
Fuck.
or thunder damage rather, sorry. As the crack and deafening shudder throughout the boat kind of hits it. Lothric, you awaken to this. You may take your long rest.
Sweet.
It looks like for you, Rue, and for you, Bo, that the mast may not stand very much longer as it begins, as the wind begins to whip it and grab it, almost trying to pull it down away from you.
Immediately, as I see the mast like kind of starting to move and shift a little bit, I'm just gonna, I guess shepherd is the best word I'm gonna use. Like shepherd people away from like where it looks like the mast is about to fall, and I'm just gonna be like, move, go.
Okay, all right. Why don't you make me a performance check?
fucking dazed and confused right now, bro. I am on the ground, down and out.
Yeah. Magnus,
That's
find
a
out
happened to
9.
me?
It's a 9. So you managed to like say that out loud, but Friedel is kind of just like looking at you, not really paying attention. It doesn't look like the mast will tilt back as the wood begins to splinter more and more. Rue, as you're kind of like sitting there dazed, and you look back at the mast, you see that where the lightning struck is this kind of almost glowing blue energy coming from the center of the mast as the mast begins to go down. Is there anything you guys want to do to try to save it?
Anybody in the way of the mast falling?
Not not currently.
Okay,
Okay.
that was also my question.
I can't do anything.
Hang on. Ooh, that might break it more though.
Yes.
Can
Rue.
I?
I-
Oh, sorry.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Can I use shape water to use the rain that's around it to hold it in place
As
until
a
someone else can figure
brace?
out something else?
That's a really cool idea. Let me take a look at what shape water can do really quick.
Okay.
Give me just a moment. That I really like that though, so
It's
I
a
definitely
really
want to say you
fucking
can
cool
try.
idea.
Okay.
Super.
If not, we can't like
So
lasso it, can we?
5-foot cube.
Just.
So how do you
Alright.
want to do it in specific, Daenerys? Your options are you can change the flow of water, you can turn it into simple shapes, you can change the color or opacity, or you can freeze it.
Can we like do like kind of some supports at the bottom where it goes up
Out
into
of like ice.
mm-hmm.
That's
Out of
really
ice.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of like seeing as the mass begins to and begin to go down as the tension on the ropes begin to and almost snap them, the rain piling down, you gather the water from the deck of the ship and as large things of ice begin to into the wood above you, or not above you, but into the wood of the mast. It looks like it's holding, but it won't hold for long. Is there anybody else going to do anything?
And can
I
I
would
do
like
it a second time and freeze the ropes too?
We can say that you can do that once for right now and see what
Okay,
what else
okay.
everybody else has.
I would like to do something, and it's a little weird.
What is that?
I would actually like to cast the spell Jump and jump to the top of the mast.
Yeah, of course. You
Okay.
kind of like gather the magical energy that you've been kind of researching and kind of like almost realizing about yourself, and you kind of like look at your feet and look up, and you're like, I know I can get up there, and you fucking leap 30 feet into the air, and bam, you're make an athletics check for me, see if you can grab the top of the mast.
Oh shit! Nat 20.
Jesus.
Okay, so you
Hell yeah.
fucking like a cat. You're fucking like size it up for a second, and then you fucking go and you just grab onto the mast. You're fine.
So,
While you're doing
I would
that,
like to
Magnus,
do
is there? Give me
Oh,
just
sorry.
a second. While you're doing that, Magnus, is there anything else you want to do as the ice begins to break?
Is there a chance to like try to repair any of it with wood or anything, or like?
You'll have to stop it from falling over first.
Okay. Do we have any extra rope that I could try to?
There are rope that's like attached to it, but you do have a few feet of rope attached. This is a pretty heavy mast, though.
Yeah.
Even like you holding onto it would probably just drag you overboard.
Just a little guy. Is it falling off of the ship?
Yes, it is currently about to tip over and into the water.
Okay.
And if it does, and if the ropes are still connected, you know that it might drag the entire ship.
Yeah. So, and the ice is for sure breaking, right?
The ice is beginning to crack as it's kind of like.
Okay. Whichever way it's leaning, like out towards the water, can I get underneath it and like to the side to try to
Like brace against it?
not brace against it, but direction it to fall onto the ship so that we can deal with it later rather than having it go overboard?
You can try.
Because I'm
why don't you
going to
roll a
try to
strength
cast.
check for me?
I was gonna try to cast Thunderwave to just negate it.
Why don't you do that? Cast Thunderwave. Tell me how much damage it causes.
Is there a save for inanimate objects?
No, there are no saves.
Okay.
It just takes damage.
We're casting it at first level because
Okay.
we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that mess. But yeah, just like as it's falling, so it's not like Thunderwave, break ice. Oh shit, hell yeah. The one time that I roll low. 5.
5 damage. So, unfortunately, you do manage to crack more of the supports that Daenerys has put in place, but you watch as the leaning mass, as you cast it, it kind of like gets set back up a little bit, and then begins to fall in a slightly different direction.
Well, because I wanted to do it
While
as
that's
it
happening-
was falling, not like as
Wait, does that
Daenerys'
get-
things was.
that-
Well, the ice was
Does he
still there
damage
when you
me
cast
because
it.
I'm on there.
Well, I wanted to wait for it to break, and then as it was falling, push it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
It caused it to completely fall in the ocean.
Okay.
Bo, what would you like to do? Because I don't think Daenerys is back right now.
Okay, that's okay. What I would like to do, oh, he's back.
I'm here. I've just been doing dishes. I'm right there, so
Oh, okay.
it's
Alright.
fine.
So, do you want me to wait?
What?
You can
Or
do what you want
me
to do.
wait? Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bust out the belt of the Wrangler, and what I'm going to try to do is kind of try and reinforce the, like, while I'm on top of the mast, I'm going to try and like reinforce some of the reinforcements with the rope, if I
Okay.
can.
Just to be clear, you're trying to reinforce the mast's reinforcements above where the break is? Or do you
Yeah.
want to, like, rope your Wrangler down to, like, the side where the rope's tying the mast on?
Down to like the side.
Okay, alright.
Because
yeah,
I know it's
I don't
15
remember
feet
what the
long, but
skills. Well, you're 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
That wouldn't really do much.
okay. Okay. I guess I can't. I guess that's not really gonna help much then. Then I would like to just can I just hold an action?
Yes, you can hold an action. Rue, you have your hand raised. You're
I
probably out of
do.
your daze by now, too, by the way.
Okay, I figured as much. So I can see that it's now about to like fall into the ship, right?
Yes, you can.
Can I cast? Can I run like to where it's supposed to fall and cast Shield of Faith so it doesn't damage the ship as it falls?
Unfortunately, Shield of Faith can only be cast on a creature, not a
Right.
ship.
So can I cast it on me
It would
and stand
crush you.
under? Oh, okay.
It's not like a thing. It's not like a that just
Like a
raises.
bomb?
Yeah, it kind of just like gives you. You would die.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Can I put
Okay.
myself
Oh
in
my God.
mortal danger? No.
I mean, you
Okay.
can if you want to. I'm just letting you know that that won't work.
I mean, I'm kind of beefy. I could take it.
No.
If you want to try, you can. It's up to you.
Can I try my original plan first before killing our healer?
Well, Rue, it would be your turn to make an action fight.
Okay, then I'm just going to hold an action, I believe. Because
Okay.
there's nothing that I can think of doing.
All right, so Daenerys, what would you like to do?
I'd like to cast Shape Water a second time, but this time I'm going to freeze over the parts of the ropes that are pulling apart.
Okay. With that, you guys have been sailing for a little bit now, and with kind of the main mast almost completely down, Minoff the entire time has been like piloting the ship, throwing the wheel. By now, it looks like you might be starting to head out of the storm, and within a couple minutes, you should be out. Within a couple minutes, you should be out. So, I thought there were noise out there. Sorry.
Oh.
um. So shape water as you kind of like freeze these ropes. Bo, you're holding an action. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah,
with being frozen?
well, can I tell you what I'm planning on? Just think.
You can do whatever you want to do, dude.
Okay, so what Bo is doing is he is holding on as tight as he possibly fucking can to this mast, and he is holding his spoon up, and he's waiting to like needing to use his reaction to be like a functional lightning rod and use absorb elements.
Okay, that's a really cool idea. I like that a lot because lightning it's an issue. That's
Yeah,
really
he's
cool.
just holding up the spoon, like bracing for impact, waiting to get struck by lightning.
Okay. Lothric, about this time you would have gotten up and out of bed. You're out of your armor, unfortunately, but you do see the chaos that is currently happening. While that's going on, Magnus, is there anything you want to do?
Sorry, there are so many memes going through my brain right now of, Bo, how did you get up there? He's like, what are you doing?
Magic, don't worry about it.
I don't really have anything else that I can use to fix this situation. I'm just gonna wait for it to start leaning again and then try to do, I guess, hold another thunder wave for whenever it starts leaning and try to pop it back up.
You shifted it to fall.
To
directly
be
forward.
okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You
You did shift the falling.
if there's anything else that like needs to be done or like looks like it's going to cause us danger or harm, I'm gonna be on the lookout for that.
Okay. I don't really. I mean, the only thing that could pop to your head is if it does fall in the ocean, you want to cut the ropes. But other than that, if you don't need to do anything, like you are stepping out of the cruise quarters onto above deck, and you see the main mast is broken and beginning to once again tilt as the ropes that Daenerys has frozen bought you a bit more time again, and it begins to and kind of the brittleness of it begins to shatter the ropes rather than ripping them.
Okay. I'm gonna stay out of the way of the mast as it's falling. And I'm gonna go make sure that the lifelines are secure. I'm going to double check again
Okay.
that first.
Make a perception check for me.
I got a 6.
You can tell that maybe one or two of them might be fine. Yes, Zoe, what would you like to do?
Questions.
No.
Number one,
No.
can Misty Step teleport me into the air?
Yes, it can teleport you to an identified area within 90 feet. You can go up.
Fantastic.
It's-
Question number two. Question number two. How big is this crack in the mast? Is it like 1 foot or smaller?
The mast is about 2 feet in diameter.
Well, right.
The mast, because of Magus's thunderclap, has like almost like a tree. There's a huge gouge out of it.
Oh, damn it.
So mending wouldn't be
Mending
possible.
would not work. No, I'm sorry.
You're not any fun. Let me do
You
anything.
could do mending a lot of times if you got like a bunch of the splinters.
Oh.
And at that, the mast
Watch out!
Fuck.
as the ship sails smoothly out of the storm.
Am I in the water now?
No, but you do end up being crushed by both the mast. Actually, make a dexterity saving throw because you were holding an action.
Don't die. Don't be dead.
21.
21. So you'll probably only take half damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what, 30 feet up? That's. I need more.
Oh god.
That's a lot of die.
Zoe's face.
That's a lot of damage!
Am I gonna have to use a 4th level fucking healing word with this?
We just woke
Even
up.
Do I have to
flex
do-
tape can't fix that.
Do I have to do my fucking job?
If we had flex tape, all of our problems would be solved.
So you only end up taking 42 damage rather than 84. As the
yippee!
mass smashes you between the deck and itself.
Watching
You
that
dumb
happen,
motherfucker.
I'm gonna run over and be like, Bo, what the fuck were you thinking?
I'm just,
Is he
like,
under the
right
mast right now?
Is he under
Yes, he is currently pinned under the mast.
I'm going to shape into a giant boar so I can move the mast off of him.
What is the strength of the boar?
Strong.
Let's find out.
Strong.
Don't remember.
Strong.
Strong.
Oh, let me pull up
It
healing
is
word.
17, you get a +3. Roll a strength check for me.
Okay.
As Daenerys lifts it up, I'm gonna drag him out if she can.
Okay.
That's 15.
By his widow boots.
15. You managed to kind of lift it up just enough for Magnus to drag Bo out. Luckily, as Daenerys, you kind of like set it back down as it settles. Rue
Yeah.
and Lothric, as you two are kind of like looking at the dust, quote unquote, settling, that glowing blue that caught your eye is still kind of within the stump of where the mass is. It seems to be this long kind of splinter, this kind of glowing blue as it sticks out of the part of the mass.
Can I go investigate it?
I
Yes.
do the same
Okay.
thing. I'll go help
Um,
investigate the glowing blue.
Okay. You both slowly approach. There's a lot of powerful energy coming off of this fragment of wood.
Can I touch
Okay.
it?
Careful.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
You pick it up, and the kind of glowing blue fades a little bit. You have a thing in your hand now.
Can I, like, look at this thing? Is
Look
it
at this
a big
stuff.
ass splinter?
Isn't it neat?
It's
Can
a
I-
big fucking splinter.
Is the blue like gone or is it just like faded?
It's faded. It's faded a bit.
Okay. Can I do like an arcana check? I don't want to touch it, but can I like
Yeah, roll an arcana check.
Lozik's holding it in his hands. What do you mean you don't want to touch it? It's fine.
Lothark's made of lightning.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
fine. I
that's
can
perfect.
conduct it. It's all good.
17?
17. You can tell that this, weirdly enough, there's a lot of ways in the world that magic takes hold, and this seems to be one of them. Somehow, this splinter is now magical.
What kind of magic?
You don't really know. You'll have to either
Fucking
attune
wonder
to
what
it.
kind.
Actually,
I
let me
wonder.
double check something.
The giant taser.
Well, I'll fix you in a minute.
Stun guns.
I'll go fix you in a minute.
Our
Give me a
fucking
sec.
enemies.
Sun rod.
Yeah, so you'll have to attune to it to figure it out. And Lothric, as you're kind of holding it, you can tell that you can't really use this. It's like, it's almost like it just doesn't mix well with what you got going on.
I'm gonna
Can
hand it
I-
off to Rue.
Yes,
Here
give
you
it to
go.
me.
Give me this
It's
shiny.
a staff.
Give me the shiny thing. What is it?
How big is it?
Stuff.
Like, what are we talking?
It's
like,
a pretty decent. It's about
like
like
a
half
ruler?
the size of your forearm.
Oh, okay, so it's
Ooh,
like a decent little shard of wood.
Yeah, it's a decent little.
So
shard
it's
of
like
wood.
safety stick lightning edition.
No, it's not like
So-
safety stick.
God damn it.
As
Yes.
you're kind of like holding this and looking at it, you may add a wand of lightning bolts to your inventory.
Oh shit! A
Cool.
wand of lightning bolts.
A wand of lightning bolts. So I'm going to send you the item card that I didn't make,
Oh my god, thank you.
but it's just a Beyond thingy.
Okay, wand of.
You got Alice. That 4 was the best roll on the table.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
God my rolls are ass.
Unfortunately, it's going to take you guys a couple extra days because the main mast is gone. You'll have to either repair it or just sail on without it, but you did get a very powerful item.
How many extra days we talking?
Wait, no, that's the wrong...
How much?
I think that's the wrong... I think I sent you the wrong one, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Give me just a minute.
How much damage does this fucker do?
No.
Oh.
I think that
Yes,
means
okay, that is correct.
that we're gonna fight something bad.
Does it mean that?
I'm afraid. I don't like when we get new toys because that means that you can throw bigger shit at us.
Yeah.
That's fine.
This is a pretty
Um,
cool toy. Not gonna
It's a
lie.
pretty cool toy. So, as you
I'll
kind
teach
of
a few
all
if I
gather
understand.
around the destroyed mast, Whitby and Friedel kind of like gather around it as well as Minoff kind of like begins to go down the steps from the like
Helm.
helm. Thank you. I could not think of the word.
You're welcome.
And he kind of like looks around and he says, "Well, this will take a few days to prepare." It
I'm
is
gonna have
either that, or we cut the rope, throw it in the ocean, and continue on our course.
How much faster would we be?
We would, if we repaired it, it would take us about 3 days with our extra wood. However, if we cut it, it would only take us 2 days. But I would have to ask for more compensation to repair the mast. It would require taking the whole thing out and replacing it.
I believe if we want to stay on track, we should probably choose the one that takes the less time.
How much extra compensation are we talking about? Just like ballpark.
It would be about most likely 200 gold pieces.
200 gold,
Okay,
extra day.
I can do that.
I'm personally
Okay.
fine with fixing the mask. If it helps at all. Bo, are you okay?
Oh,
Like, down on the floor still?
oh,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
stop.
You look a little flat.
I
Uh,
do appreciate you trying to save the mask.
Of course.
Sorry, Lothric wasn't out here, so I didn't know if we had a lightning rod.
Maybe...
Uh,
Maybe stay off of things.
Gonna cast a 4th level. Gonna cast a 4th level Cure Wounds on this fucking dumbass cowboy
This
bitch.
dumbass
Okay.
cowboy.
Minoff kind of like walks up to you, Bo, and extends a hand, waiting for you to grab it to help you up.
He like just slowly raises his arm and grabs it.
Okay. Minoff pulls you to your feet, and kind of claps you on the shoulder, and he says, "You took quite a fall. Very, very good."
He's dense.
I'm gonna have Lothric start getting supplies together to repair the mast.
Wait, I thought we were cutting it off.
Oh, you never said which one you wanted to do.
Oh.
Magnus is for
Oh,
repair.
you healed 20 points, by the way.
Thank you.
Lothric's for fixing the mask. Ruse for tossing it.
Daenerys and Bo, what are your thoughts on the map?
I'm a poor.
You're poor?
What?
I'm a boar.
A boar! You're a pig!
Oh,
That's
boy.
right.
Point.
You
Yeah.
still are able to think thoughts.
She's gonna
Brass.
like try to speak, but it's just pig
It's
sounds.
just pig sounds.
You can speak Aarakocran with your staff.
Yeah. So this boar is just speaking
It's
Aarakocra to
making
you
bird
guys.
sounds!
Daenerys, we
This
can't.
boar
Please
is just
turn back.
tweeting up a storm. Everybody's just like, what the fuck?
We lost our rations. Perhaps we butchered this boar that somehow got here.
No, 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 that's
No,
Daenerys.
no, no, no,
That's
no,
Daenerys.
no, 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 no.
And then Daenerys turns back.
Of Princess
Oh,
Daenerys.
Sorry,
My,
weird magic stuff.
deepest apologies, Lady Daenerys.
No worries. I guess you didn't know I could do that.
I had no idea. Although, I believe Whitby was saying something about you turning into other things, and now I understand what he meant.
Yes. I'm practiced in Druidcraft, so. But
Toss the
I
mask, fix the
personally think
mask.
we should go for the most timely of the choices to push the mast off the ship.
Toss the
I don't
mask.
mind pitching in
Can we
to
pay for that,
help
though?
pay.
We can pay for it.
Yeah, I don't mind pitching in.
We can pay
If
for
we
it.
must, I have the money to help pitch in.
Alright. Well then, yeah, let's cut the damn thing off.
Well,
What?
daggers
And we
start-
are in the company of the
Hill?
king.
You all hear as King
Oh, yeah!
like comes onto the deck, followed very closely by Kelsey.
Good morning.
Morning, Oslo.
Doesn't seem to be good morning. What happened?
We hit a storm.
We hit a storm.
Lightning struck the mast.
And we lost it.
He kind of like turns to Kelsey. He's like, "We slept through a storm.
Well, that's pretty impressive, honestly.
I was dreadfully tired. Well, what are we thinking that we're gonna do?
Our options are either cut off the mast altogether, which will mean we get to our target in 2 days, or we try to repair it.
Oh, all right, sounds good.
Kind
of
the
like
cost.
he walks up
200.
to the rope, holding it, takes out his kind of short sword, and just
Oh,
cuts off the rope as the mast begins to into the ocean.
Bye, mast.
Oh, sorry. Was there more to that?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 200 gold
we-
fix.
Yeah.
Oh,
200.
that's right. I'll just get Arnulf to. And he kind of like you can see he starts blushing as he kind of like puts his sword very
It's fine.
slowly
We can just hook up.
away.
It's okay.
Fine. Fine.
we were in the discussion of what we should do
But
if.
hey, decisions
But
made.
honestly, we're very happy that you made the decision for us. So thank
Right,
you.
Yeah.
Right. Decision maker. That's what I am. I'm the king, after all. Don't worry. I'll be able to fully compensate you. And Minoff kind of like just looks at the king and he says, "Very well. I will go back to the hill." And he kind of just turns on one heel and begins like walking back up to the ship wheel.
Rue, are
All
you
right.
okay? You got pretty close to that blast.
It's had worse.
I mean, fair, but you know, like. I know he just fell from fucking 8 bows up, but.
Yes, but it was okay.
Wait,
honestly,
I'm a med.
Yeah.
everything. I was a little dazed, but we're okay.
Okay. 10, you
You're
good?
using me as a measurement now?
You don't have
But
much
you are
else to
quite
use.
tall.
Alright.
I'm joking. I'm joking. You're you know. I don't know exactly how tall it is, but You had a
It was
pretty
like
fucking
30
fall.
feet. I'm fine. Thank you, Brew.
I heard a white man in distress, and I wasn't sure what was going on.
I heard
Hey,
a white
I'm
man
actually-
in distress.
Thank you. I have a lot of sunburn.
His paper white, fur covered, constantly sweating body.
A cracker in crisis.
Cracker in crisis. Jesus
For
Christ.
full disclosure, Aaron is Mexican.
So am I, it's fine. I'm also Irish.
Fucking Christ.
All right.
We're leaving that in.
Uh,
I don't care if we get
So-
doxxed.
Thanks,
That's
man,
so
that's
fucking
great.
funny. Anyways,
Sorry.
You can do as you wish. I was looking for a cord so I could plug in my headphones so I could wear them to go get water because it's starting to get hot in my room and I also have to poop really badly. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
okay.
I heard a white man in distress.
White man.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Cracker in
I'm like a
crisis.
white man in distress. What am I supposed to
I'm so funny.
Cracker in distress. I'm fucking dead, dude.
Cracker in need of help.
do? I got worried.
But I just imagine like a Ritz cracker. It's just like,
No.
help me.
Like just a round Ritz cracker just standing
Yeah.
up on its own. Yeah.
That's really weird. I just heard like a lot of shuffling around and a lot of like rooting, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
What's happening?
You heard a white man in distress. I get
I
it.
heard a white man in distress, so I thought, you know, it's my obligation.
Pineapple,
Let's
pineapple,
do-
pineapple, 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 pineapple.
Okay,
Taking
and we're back.
taking over the world really makes a guy come out of a shell.
Stop! Cease your existence.
All right. All right. So, welcome back. Last we left off, the band The Wild Storm had just let their main mast fall into the ocean after Oslo cut off the only supporting rope to it because he is kind of stupid.
I love him so much. He's my idol.
No.
Kinda
American
hot,
Idol. American Idol.
Oh yeah.
Literally an idol.
And
America.
Yeah, so you are all free to do as you wish, as the last now 6 days begin to go by. Is there anything you would like to do before you land in the statedom of Solili for the first time?
I would like to prepare, or try to repair my pistol.
There is no forge on this ship, so
Oh, I need to like completely reforge the
you
thing.
have to
Okay, cool.
remake this whole thing.
Okay.
Did you use every charge?
I think
Yeah.
you did say that it was broken.
Whenever I finally hit
During
something with
Ratma.
Ratma, it fell apart.
You
Yeah,
will
there-
have to make a new prototype.
That's okay. I'm just going to be like as I see the land coming up, Bo's just gonna be like having his bag like fully packed on his back, and he's just staring,
All right.
and he looks kind of scared.
What are the other four of you doing as you begin to set final sights on the landing in Solili?
So,
Yes,
how
Aaron.
much time do we have until we land?
6 days.
Can I look for
Like, to
whales?
mainland?
Yeah, you can look for a whale. You're
Can I
well,
look
you're in
for
the
whales?
where are you? I believe you're in the hot seat. So give me just a moment. Let me load up my map.
Can I
Ah,
look
yes.
for
So
whales,
so
please?
in Wales,
What
like
did you want to
50
do?
miles off the coast.
Austin.
I was gonna see how far we were like away from the mainland. That dictates how much time I have to do this thing.
You have 6 days to do whatever you want, is what I'm telling you, before you hit.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look around and try to find Magnus on the ship.
Magnus
Pretty sure
is
He's within eyesight.
yeah, Magnus is doing Magnus things, helping people out, talking to people.
Being a whore.
Hang on. What have I done in the past fucking 2 weeks? That's been whorish.
I don't know. You're just being you. Yourself.
Magnus
My
exudes
whore.
horror energy.
Okay,
let's be honest.
Magnus, fair.
This is true.
That's okay. Magnus is doing hot boy shit.
Okay. Well. Oh, go ahead.
No, go. Just do your thing.
Fuck,
What do you
okay,
want?
Well, I'm gonna have Lothric walk up to Magnus.
Never a good thing to
Hey,
have.
Magnus, are you busy?
Not particularly at the moment. What's up?
Well, you remember that one thing we talked about? The training?
The training, that was a one-time conversation like a week ago. Yes?
Well, I wanted to know if you had some time, if you wanted to give it a shot.
I mean, sure, it's been a while, but sure. Now?
Yeah, we have 6 days until we reach the mainland. Why not?
Yeah, fair. It'll be a decent way to pass the time, I guess. And ah, shit! There it goes.
She has this angry ass
Shut
fucking
up.
face.
I don't have an angry face. It
You
just
look like this.
Shut up.
Can you repeat what you said? None of it came through.
Yeah. Where did it cut out?
It cut out at shore, and then
Okay.
the rest was just.
Sure. It's been a while, but it'll be a good way to pass the time.
At that, I'm gonna basically run Magnus through a hand-to-hand course, and we're
Cole-
gonna spar.
What's up, dude?
I.
What do you need from me? What can I do for you?
For you.
Apart from take screenshots of your face and post
Please. Other than that, so fucking tired of this. I've done combat training before, right? With Cole
Yeah,
and my brother
yeah.
and
Yeah, your father was incredibly, like,
okay.
militant with you.
Okay.
You're not as good as Lothric because Lothric has, like,
Yeah.
a lot of
A
training.
lot
but
more
you know
experience.
basics.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to exude that to my advantage as best I can.
I want both of you to roll a d20 for me, please.
Fuck.
Just
I
flat,
hate
no skill check?
Just flat.
Okay.
No skill check.
Good.
Shut up.
these. I got an 18.
Actually, make it an athletics check for me instead.
Fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's actually good. Do you want us to, like, re-roll, or do you want me to take the roll I had, then add my...
It sounded like you already re-rolled, so just keep your re-roll, I guess.
Okay.
I got an 11.
I got
I had
a
an 18.
21!
Fuck.
I got a
You're
19!
You're not feeling too good today, and even though you have a lot
Sore.
more experience than Magnus, moving those crates and shit, dude, it's like that shit was heavy, even for you. And unfortunately,
Magnus is a
Magnus
small little
throughout
man.
the course of the week kind of like just beats you down again and again. But you do learn a little bit more along the way, the both of you.
Hell yeah.
Daenerys,
We become closer.
Fuck
you become
yeah.
closer.
Bonding
Fuck yeah.
time! Beating the shit out of
Bonding
each
time,
other.
bitches. Ooh, I love it.
No,
Daenerys.
don't bring Pissman back.
Pissman!
Pissman is a higher register.
Pissman.
Okay.
Daenerys,
Do it again.
there are no whales in the current vicinity. Unfortunately, you are in the hot wave sea, and whales don't inhabit this area of the world.
This is so sad. Daenerys would like to walk up to Bo and be like,
And spar.
"So you're from this area, right?
Yeah, I am.
There's no whales here."
Well,
Bo, you have no idea what the fuck a whale is. You've never heard of that.
what the fuck are you talking? What is a whale?
Fish,
They're like-
but big.
They're like big fish. They're really, really big.
Like a shark?
No, like bigger than a shark, but not mean like a shark.
Sharks aren't that mean. I just
Would-
can't see well.
Would Bo
Would
know what
Bo
a shark
even know
is?
that about sharks?
Would Bo know what a shark is?
Because it's funny, yes.
Okay.
They just can't. Sharks just can't see that well.
Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of a
the idea that
stereotype.
Bo is uniquely educated on sharks and sharks.
He had a shark,
Shark,
fin when he was a
shark.
kid.
Well, because
Not
they're
a
just
shark.
big dogs. They're just big water dogs.
They're
Of
just
course
big
he loves
dogs.
them.
Daenerys like takes a moment and she's like, "Well, yeah, it is just a stereotype, but I didn't think you'd know that."
I'm sorry. Whenever I was a little kid, I stole a book that was like all about sharks, and then my
Oh.
mom made me like a little shark like plushie. So
That's so cool.
I just love them. They're adorable.
That's neat. Sharks are neat.
They are neat. I like them. Also, what the fuck is a whale?
It's like I said, it's like a big shark, but their tails go the other way.
The other way?
Yeah, it's not like
It's
if you like
not
hold her hand
this,
up, you're like, it's not like
this.
this. It's like this. Yeah. Like motioning the way a whale's tail goes.
They sound interesting, and I might
And-
steal another book.
And it breathes air.
What?
A whale.
He like takes
It
off his
breathes air.
hat, like holds it to his chest, and is just like, "What?
I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon." They're a water treading animal. I breathe air.
That is bigger than sharks.
Next, you're gonna fucking tell me there's like real smooth, like weird looking white sharks. I swear, like what next are you gonna what next are you gonna tell me?
Is he talking about fucking dolphins right now?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Who in the party would know about what dolphins are right now, Cole? Who in the party knows what
I have a
dolphins are?
question.
You all know what dolphins are.
Okay.
I have a really
Oh, I
important
thought-
question.
I
for
thought-
We're
you.
just gonna collectively go.
I'm if I'm not mistaken, session -1, you all saw a dolphin on your way leaving.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, no, we didn't talk about us leaving.
Or we didn't get on the ship.
Yes, we
Yes,
didn't
you
even
did.
get on the ship.
Yes, you did.
Oh, that was the session 0. Session -1
Oh,
was
you're
whenever
right,
I
you're
met the three of
Yeah.
you fuckers.
That's right. That was your session
Okay.
0. So you're right. My mistake.
I have a
Yeah.
really important question though. Does Daenerys know what a narwhal is?
No, why would she know that?
Okay.
That would be really
'Cause
funny.
It'd be
I
really
don't
funny
know.
to fuck with Bo.
Next, you're gonna fucking tell me that there are unicorn sharks and they live up north or something.
She's just like, I need to get you a book about animals.
It's fine, I'll steal it. We're in Solili.
I have books about animals.
Yeah, but if I can steal it, it makes me feel better.
Stealing makes you feel better than borrowing from a friend?
Yes, because this country's economy is fucked. It goes towards the slave trade.
Your morals confuse me, cowboy.
I don't know. But yes, I love sharks.
They are quite neat.
They're like water dogs.
I
So,
love
Zoe, are you okay? You look really angry right now.
I
You
love
shouldn't be stealing. We're working for the motherfucking king.
not the one that
He's not in
operates
earshot.
Solili. Anyways, imagining this conversation while Lothric and Magnus are going at it is the funniest thing.
Yeah, in the background, yeah, there's like boom.
There's like there's like one point where Lothric has Magnus
gets,
in
like,
a
lucky
chokehold
shot
and it's just
splits
like
Lothric.
it's just like, are you talking about fucking sharks? Those are dolphins! Flips him.
Yeah, and they make this noise.
Lothric now has a black eye.
Okay.
Sorry,
So-
Lothric, it's nuts or
You
nothing.
It's nothing personal.
You all spend the next 6 days kind of just doing your own thing, hand training, combat training, talking
Training.
with various people, Isabella, Whitby, Friedel, Minoff, Kelsey, and even Oslo. Yes, Magnus.
How is Kelsey doing with her book?
What?
With her book that she's reading.
What?
She's,
Oh, Kelsey.
she's reading a book. Oh,
Yeah, you cut out.
my bad. My
Um,
bad.
She is. I don't remember the title I gave it to her, so don't ask me. If you ask me again, I will. I will cry.
Okay.
Will the book.
It was like the thread of some. I don't know. It had something to do with like tailors.
Yeah. It was like a version of the Emperor's New Clothes or something.
She's pretty far along it now, and she's kind of like flipping through pages here and there. You see her eventually sometimes sparring with Lothric, sometimes just eating food, and as it progresses throughout the days, throughout the weeks, her face gets more and more and more bored as you go along.
Oh.
There was excitement originally there, and as you go along, you can tell she's just like the book apparently isn't going.
Then throughout these 6 days or so, I guess I will tell her what it was like sailing the war wastes as
Okay,
opposed
yeah, sure.
to this.
Make another performance check, this time with advantage, because you've already told this story to dear old dad.
What is my performance plus 6? Oh, bitch! Plus fucking 7. Let's go. 24.
She is like, as you go along, like dropping piece by piece here and there. Like every time, like originally she kind of like smiled at you and like put her book away gently, and every time you've been coming back over the 6 days, she'll like, by the 6th day, she snaps her book shut and then
She's
immediately
like,
looks to you,
"Tell
very
me more."
excited.
It's
Yeah,
story
toward
time
the-
from
the end of
Magnus.
the story.
Okay. Love, my favorite. And then at some point or another, I'm also gonna talk to like Isabella and Oslo and Kelsey and the crew about our
Okay.
adventures with Philonarath.
I'm sorry, you cut out again.
With-
All I heard was Philonarath.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna tell them stories about Philonarath and like these weird little adventures. The Halloween one, because
Like
we
our
don't
very
remember.
fitting memories of the Christmas and Halloween episodes.
You
Yeah.
remember the Halloween one.
We don't
but it's
remember
like
the
a
Christmas
dream,
one. Yeah.
basically. You don't remember the Christmas one because I expunged that from your memories because it was bad.
Christmas one. What Christmas one? What are we talking about?
Crazy?
um,
I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize.
you should be. You should. You can fully replenish the charges on your can of tuna, Zoe. You didn't hear it, but all I heard was ah from the other room.
Wait, did me saying follow Nareth to that guy
It,
back
it,
in
re- it replenished some charges, but remember there was one dude who was drunk and the other dude thought he was insane. So
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool. Yeah.
the more people you spread the word to, the more charges come back.
Yeah.
And I believe that tuna can only has like 3.
It is 2.
It's 2 total.
So
It's
I
not-
replenished
it doesn't
one
have-
and then Magnus replenished one?
It does not have a lot, but it's fully charged, so I'm okay with it.
Okay. So
Hey.
you were all sailing, and eventually, on the horizon, as the heat in the air begins to rise, the desert landscape of the Solili coastline comes into view. Heat waves rolling off of the sand beaches in front of you, these kind of almost tropical trees coming up out of the ground, give way towards what looks to be deeper into the kind of bluish hazy horizon, a single massive river. It's so large that for a second, those of you not native to Solili, specifically Tanaris Rue and Lothric, you all three think that these are two separate islands. Like, this is several miles of a mouth of a river. And as you begin to sail up it, that river begins to narrow very slowly, very slightly. And eventually, the tropical trees begin to give way to less and less vegetation, less and less bird and kind of just animals in general, until you are almost completely surrounded by a single river in an oasis of sand. It's not dune-like here on the banks of the river. It's mostly flat. Almost like at one point in time, this river extended a much greater area. And even now, it's still about a mile across as you sail up through the days. I'm going to change the calendar right quick, so give me just a second.
Lothric's gonna look over at Bo. Why is it so fucking hot?
You think this is hot?
Lothric, you look over to Bo, and he's not answering. He's just staring and like over the horizon, and he's like, his hand is kind of shaking.
He's gonna like wave his hand in front of his face. Bo, are you alright?
Yeah.
He's right
I
though.
never
It
thought
is
I'd see
like
this place again.
very hot.
Yeah.
Like almost
The temperature
miserably
right
so.
now is currently 93 degrees, which is much harder from the 63 you are very accustomed to in Libliker.
I never thought I'd see this place again.
I feel like I'm going to disintegrate.
You're fine.
Rue.
You're fine. It's okay.
Yeah,
You-
no, you gotta wear more clothes. You can't be.
Hot.
You gotta. We can find. We'll
I
get
have-
you like a muscle shirt. Or
I have
something.
an extra
Like a what?
blouse. It'll keep the sun off you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
yeah.
Go into my pack.
This is the
pull out
reason
a-
for this, and he's like tapping the brim of his hat.
Remind
as
me to
you're
never
all
take you to
sailing-
Ashmore.
As you're all sailing, looking at this large riverbed of sand and sandstone, Tanaris, looking upon this for the first time in your life, you see sand, real sand, not like beach sand, not like that granular shit. You see miles and miles of sand, something that doesn't occur naturally in Erathia, something that doesn't occur naturally very often in Libliker or even Spectre Island. This is the first time you've ever seen sand, as sand is in Solili.
Daenerys is so fucking hot right now. You see her at the top of the mast, like her beak's on the floor, gazing at the sand, but her wings are out, flowing in the wind to cool off.
Okay. And below you, this ocean of sand giving way to this muddy, dark water. You kind of begin to remember a little bit. Much like when you were in the fight with the assassination attempt with Oslo, you begin to recall a very, very distant memory in your head of you being in the arms of your father, flying over Erathia on specifically a very hot day. the temperature had risen quite a bit due to a experiment gone wrong on one of the great family's ends, and your father decided to take you out for a flight before you were old enough to fly. And looking down, you remember seeing your mother kind of watching you fly overhead as she beckoned you down to come in to a nice cold meal. And as the day slowly creeps into night, the heat begins to drop rapidly. And where you were once hot, you are now shivering. The cold isn't like Yorlheim, Lothric, or snow. It's not freezing, it's dry and almost biting, rather than that lingering handle on your body that Yorlheim has. But with a little bit of luck and a lot of booze, you are all able to keep warm for the night as you roll up the river.
And
Yippee.
this is what we're a poncho. You now know why I dress like this.
I mean, you are now a human heater.
Well, I know, but still. This is why you wear a poncho, and this is why you wear a hat. Keep from the sun from burning you alive, except for you, Magnus. And then poncho to keep you nice and warm during the night.
I'm kind of just gonna like wrap the blouse that Magnus gave me like a little bit tighter around me as like protect from the cold.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
would Lothric kind of be accustomed to the cold, even though it's not the same kind of cold?
Yeah, you would be accustomed to it. It's not horrible. It's just very different.
I
Yes, Magnus.
would like to note that I am casting tiny hut for everybody so they can sleep warm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, the
So you guys
depths
aren't
below ship
fucking freezing and being alcoholics.
below ship, it's still rather warm.
Okay.
But if you want to do that, you totally can.
Yeah, I'll do that just for
Um,
anyone who's
I
like
was
freezing
gonna-
their ass off.
I was gonna walk over to Daenerys, and I was gonna gonna undo the clasp of my cloak, and I was gonna hand it to her. Hey, Ness, this should keep you warm through the night.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. And
Yeah,
she
you're
wraps it
welcome.
around over her cloak.
Bonding moment. I'm gonna
So-
cry.
As you're sailing upriver, at the nighttime rue, once again staring at the stars, Magnus probably staying up a little bit later than he should be because he's a bad boy.
Cause I'm laying on top deck just looking at the stars as well.
The two of you hear Minoff call out, "Wake the others. We are approaching Nawadu, capital city of Sulili." And
Hi.
as you look to him and look in front, you see in front of you a field of lights. You can't quite make them out yet, but it looks to be where Alethor was built up. Several story buildings and, very clustered together. This city seems to be spread out, almost like a hand being spread as wide as possible. Buildings are built far apart from each other. Roads are wide and dusty, and the light coming off this city at night seems to be a beacon of respite from the harsh desert of Sulili, the true dunes of Sulili to the north end. What would you two like to do?
We're gonna go. I assume we're gonna go wake everybody up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna like go down. She's gonna I'm gonna kind of like gently nudge everybody awake, like cautiously.
Magnus is doing his annoying sibling thing of getting really, really, really close to Lothric and going, Lothric!
He shoots up and headbutts you in the face.
Fuck! Quit doing that!
Cole,
Well,
did you
if
turn the
stop
color
fucking waking me
green?
up
Get
like
up.
that, you wouldn't get headbutted in the face.
It's funny. Fuck off. God, I
Not
think
to
he gave
me,
me a
it's not. You almost
nosebleed.
get the shit out of me.
That's the point. Bo, get up.
As you like nudge him, he shoots up and like immediately has a dagger.
God damn, what is with you two? Relax. Christ. Irona. I don't. What's a
Gently,
Christ?
like, is Daenerys sleeping in a bed or is she still, like, up on the...
She's not on the bed, but she's
Just
like hoisted on the side of the ship.
Okay. Then I'll be up there and I'll kind of, like, gently, like, just kind of rock her, be like, Daenerys.
As you rock her, she loses her balance in her sleep and
Oh,
like
no.
falls forward slightly. And as she wakes up, she sees the water coming towards her. She opens her wings and she glides back up.
We're
I'm so
assholes.
sorry, I was just trying to wake you up.
She's like, well, good morning, Ro.
Hello? We're almost to the city.
That's wonderful.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're good. At least you didn't give me a bloody nose, Lothric.
It's all right.
You've gotten into
Hey,
the habit of
just
that
don't wake me
recently.
up like that again.
Fuck. Anyways, we're at Naadu.
Oh god, we're getting closer.
Are you okay, Bo? You've been freaking out the last
No.
few days.
No, I'm not. I'm terrified.
What's on your mind?
Rue's just like giving a very cold stare as she's kind of like watching Bo.
What's on your mind? Besides the daughter thing. And the mom thing. And the think you have a brother thing?
Yeah, I do.
Anything else?
I swear to myself I would never come back to this place.
Well,
I don't know. My heart is beating faster than it normally does, and I feel sick.
Well, at least you're not alone.
we are here for you.
Now,
We're not going anywhere.
well,
Cole, do you not have a light in your room?
Turn on that hallway light or your bathroom.
Dude, turn on a light.
Oh, that's a good point, Zoe. Would you mind turning on the hallway light? I'm not doing anything.
Damn, Cole. Treating her like a freaking slave, dog.
Stop it.
I can't
You're
stop.
stupid.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know if Rue can like necessarily hear us. But
Yes.
Rue's glaring in the corner.
Yeah,
It's
Rue's
very-
glaring daggers
Not
at me.
glaring, it's just cold. It's just like not quite to a glare.
And just upset some people I don't want to upset. More ways than one. And here I might also be a wanted man. So
I mean, technically right now you're under the charge of the king, so
I know, but I don't know. There's a possibility that if someone recognizes me once we get to Yawthorn, that it's gonna hinder some things. I'm just scared.
I'm sure we will cross and or burn that bridge whenever it comes to it. Fingers crossed we don't burn it, but we're here for you. Take a breath.
Thank you.
You're not alone. You're not alone unless you choose to be.
I don't know.
And at that point, it's an issue, not an ish-us.
I don't know.
Just reminding you. Keep your hat out of your ass.
You are being such a bard right now, and I'm so proud of you for it.
Okay.
I don't know.
So-
Did we go and wake up the king and everybody else?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you did. As the ship, with the one sail a bit too far in front and the missing now stump of a mast, continues forward, the rest of you kind of gather. The rest of the crew, along with the king and his daughter and Isabella, gather on the deck of the ship, and heavy silence kind of falls over you all as the sound of the lapping waves begin to hit the deck of the ship, the sides of the boat, rather. The darkness above you gives way to this bright sky, slowly getting dimmer as you get closer and closer to Nawadu. And as you get closer and closer, you begin to see that this wall of lights is really the city. And eventually you begin to pass under a light above you. It's this almost lantern, made of paper with something inside of it that seems to be keeping it afloat in the air, casting this brilliant, bright, golden glow over you all. And as you continue along up the river, you begin to see hundreds, if not thousands, more, all lighting up the grand capital city of Nawadu. These houses begin to become closer, and you see that they're almost entirely made of like mud. They're adobe houses, rather. Large holes cut out for windows and doorways, but these are rather large. As you saw before, each house was kind of separated very well, but it looks like each house itself is big. It has at least 8 rooms per house, and there are thousands accompanying a large population. And very soon, you begin to hear the sounds of the city erupt. And it sounds almost like where in Cobalt and Alathor, the sounds of the city died down as the night drew longer. This city doesn't seem to sleep. And eventually, you begin to hear sounds of the city. It takes a little while longer for you to approach the main docks, seemingly made of some strange sort of wood, maybe from those tropical trees you saw before. Here is the true oasis. Not an oasis of sand, but you're surrounded by grasses and trees and bushes. Many animals roam the streets, seemingly maybe native, maybe not. And as you fully pull into the docks, layered with sandstone and wood, almost immediately, people begin coming up to the ship and offering to help you. Hey, you there! I bet I could haul all of the things off that you need me to, as he's kind of like pointing to you, Magnus. Another one goes, no, I can do it for half the price. Half the price, I can help you all unload everything that you got on that ship. Another one chimes in, I can do it in double the time. Double the time!
Nope. We're good.
I
Thank
told you I
you.
don't talk funny.
No, you talk fucking weird.
Welcome to Fantasy Santa Fe. Damn straight.
Woohoo! Fantasy Santa.
Wow.
Can't we do it ourselves? To the men offering?
Well, I'm offering to help you. You don't have to work a bead of sweat off your brow. I'm willing to do it in triple the time these guys are asking for. I'll take half the price. Another one chimes in. Don't listen to them. I'm way better. I'm stronger. I'm faster. I can do it. Here, I even made my own personal gangplank as he kind of like begins to pull it out and starts putting it on
No,
your ship.
no, we're good.
No,
We got.
no, no, thank you.
No.
We can do it ourselves for free.
We're
Thank
good.
you for the offer. But
Bo kind of walks up and is just like, "Do you want me to handle this?"
Nah, we're adults. We're fine.
Okay. Oh, I know. It's just this is what Solely is like. People are willing to do anything.
I'll drop it down to 5 silver pieces. 5 silver pieces, no lower.
We're not interested.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Tourists, as they all begin to walk off. As another ship comes up, they begin to swarm over there, and you hear their yelling and gyrating. And Oslo's kind of like looking around, and he's like, "Well, I haven't been here in quite a minute. Looks like things haven't changed much. To the rest of you, Kelsey and I will be departing and going to meet with the speaker of the table of Solili. We'll be
Keep track
there
of your
for-
coin purses.
Don't worry. I believe that the speaker has handed us a personal guard, so you won't have to follow us. We'll
Good.
be there for about 2 days. So, in 2 days, we'll meet you back here at the docks. I'm sure that this ship won't be going anywhere without a sail. I've already paid me off. If you have any questions or anything you need to give me, do it right now.
where are we staying?
Right. Arnold said that you all would be staying in the Wizard's Foxfire Inn. It's
The wizard. What?
the Wizard's Foxfire.
Okay, thought you said something else.
The wizard's fuck fire.
The Wizard's Fuckfire. My favorite.
Tasty.
What is this?
Nice
Fucking
waffle.
Jim Butcher? Ha! That's a joke only I get. Alright.
Yeah.
I